So picture this. It's March 5th, 1957. The air in Accra is electric, buzzing with a feeling that's been building for generations. A whole country is holding its breath, waiting for the stroke of midnight. Tomorrow, Ghana will be born, the first sub-Saharan African nation to break free from colonial rule. It's a moment of pure, unfiltered hope. And in the middle of all this excitement, what do? They open a museum. Yes, a museum. Not a military parade, not just a political speech, but a house for stories. It's a power move. Ghana saying, before we show the world where we are going, we need to remember who we are. This wasn't just a random idea. It was part of the grand vision of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Nkrumah knew independence wasn't just changing a flag or printing new money. It was reclaiming identity narrative soul. A place where Ghanaians could see their own history, not someone else's. Kids seeing the genius of their ancestors. The National Museum of Ghana became that bold statement. The building itself tells a story. Not a European palace, not a colonial fort. Something new, modern architectural lines, traditional Ghanaian symbols and motifs. A physical representation of the new Ghana, deep roots, modern stride. The architecture whispers, our past and our future live together, built to hold artifacts, built to hold the very idea of a nation. Walking up today, October 28, 2025, you still feel that purpose. More than bricks and mortar, a landmark of pride in the heart of Accra, a promise made on the eve of independence. Your stories mattered, your heritage a treasure. For over 6 decades, through thick and thin, it has kept trying to keep that promise. The cultural heart of a nation. Now let's step inside. The first journey the museum takes you on is deep, deep into the past. This is the archaeology section. And let me tell you, this isn't your dusty, boring history class. This is like a time machine made of clay and stone. You're looking at objects that were held by people who lived right here on this land. Centuries, even millennia, before the first European ships appeared on the horizon. It's where you realize that Ghanaian history didn't start in 1957 or in 1471. It's an ancient river, and this room shows you just how far back its headwaters flow. You'll see things that boggle the mind. There are stone tools that are thousands of years old. Think about that. Someone long ago needed to cut something, to build something, to survive, and they crafted this tool, and now it's here, under glass, connecting you directly to that moment of human ingenuity. You can see ancient pottery, beautifully decorated terracotta figures from the Koma Bulsa culture, some dating back to the 6th century. These aren't just pots, they're art, they're technology, they're evidence of sophisticated societies. The exhibits trace the rise and fall of forgotten kingdoms. You'll find artifacts excavated from legendary trading towns like Bego and the ancient capital of Bonomanso. We're talking about bustling cities that were centers of commerce and culture long before London or Paris were the global hubs they are today. After you've traveled back in time, the museum brings you into the vibrant, living cultures of Ghana. This is the ethnography section, like walking into a celebration. Ghana isn't just one people, it's a beautiful mosaic of many. Akan Ewe Gadagomba, and so many more. Each with its own unique language, customs, and artistic expressions. Language, customs, artistic expressions. This section is where you get to meet them all. It's a crash course in the human fabric of the nation, bursting with color, texture, and soul. Color, texture, soul. The first thing that hits you is the textiles. Oh, the textiles. You see the world-famous kente cloth, intricate geometric patterns, where every color and design tells a story or shares a proverb. You see the deep, symbolic patterns of Adinkra cloth, stamped with messages. These are not just fabrics, they are libraries woven from thread. They are a visual language that communicates history, values, and social status. Standing in front of them, you feel the weight of tradition and the skill of artisans who keep these crafts alive. Section 4, Where Old Souls Meet New Visions, the Art Gallery. From the traditions of the many, the museum then guides you to the visions of the few, the art gallery. This is where the conversation gets personal. If ethnography is the collective voice of a people, art is the intimate whisper of an individual soul. And in Ghana, that conversation is electric. The art section is a dynamic space where the past and present don't just coexist. They argue, they dance, they challenge each other. It showcases the relentless creativity that has flowed through this land for centuries and how it's being reinterpreted by a new generation of bold, brilliant artists. You'll see a stunning range of work. There are traditional sculptures, carved with a deep understanding of form and spirit, but right next to them, you might find a sprawling modern installation that questions everything you thought you knew. The gallery proudly features the works of Ghanaian masters. You can stand before a canvas by the legendary Ablade Glover, whose vibrant textured paintings capture the energy of Accra's markets. With such life, you can almost hear the crowd. Section 5. More than a building, the museum's rebirth and role. So we have this incredible institution, a treasure chest of Ghanaian identity. But like any great treasure, it needs to be cared for. For a while, the museum was showing its age. The building that was a symbol of 1957's optimism needed a little bit of 21st century love. So, in 2015, it closed its doors for a major facelift. This wasn't just a paint job, this was a full-on renovation, a recommitment to its founding promise. And on June 10th, 2022, it reopened bigger, better, and ready for the future. The reopening, led by the president, was a national event. It was like the country was renewing its vows with its own history. Let's talk numbers. The museum itself is quite large, covering a significant area to house its vast collections. Before the renovation, it was attracting around 120,000 visitors a year. That's a lot of people. School children on field trips, wide-eyed tourists trying to understand the soul of the country, and serious researchers digging for knowledge. The museum is the flagship institution of the Ghana Museums and Monuments Board, the body responsible for safeguarding over 30 national heritage sites. Its role is central to how Ghana protects and presents its story to itself and to the world. The renovation brought the museum firmly into the modern era. They installed climate control systems to protect the fragile, ancient artifacts from Accra's humidity. The galleries were redesigned with better lighting and modern, interactive displays. They even added new features like 7 new vehicles used by former heads of state, including a classic Rolls-Royce from Nkrumah's time. These changes make the experience more engaging for visitors, and crucially ensure that these irreplaceable pieces of history will be preserved for generations to come. It's a perfect blend of respecting the old while embracing the new. Ultimately, the National Museum of Ghana is so much more than a place with old objects. It is a living, breathing educational institution. It's where a Ghanaian child can connect the dots between the history book they read in class and the actual stool their great-great-grandfather's chief sat on. It's where a visitor from another country can have their entire perspective on Africa reshaped, moving from stereotypes to a deep appreciation for its rich, complex civilizations. The museum stands as a guardian of memory, a teacher of the present, and a beacon of hope for the future. It holds the nation's story, and with its recent rebirth, it's ready to tell that story louder and prouder than ever before. It's a place of pride, a place of learning,